Chapter 7. More on coding with Scratch 3.0. To know in this chapter, programming in Scratch, uses of the Scratch program, how to work with two sprites. Scratch. Those who say that programming languages are boring probably haven't studied Scratch. This programming language is one of the easiest and is specially designed for children. Students can create their own games, projects, shapes, etc. on Scratch. It is also very easy to understand. Menu bar, tabs, title bar, blocks menu, blocks palette, scripts area, view full screen, sprite, stage, scripts list, new sprite, new backdrop, sprite coordinates. Quick recap. The sprite is a graphical character that performs the steps entered into the Scratch program. The cat is the default sprite character. You can choose your own sprite character. All the work done is displayed on the stage. Code, costumes and sound are the three tabs on Scratch. The blocks menu contains different groups like motion, looks, sound and control. These groups contain various tools and commands to perform programming functions. All the blocks have to be dragged from the blocks palette to the scripts area. Uses of Scratch. Scratch serves as the perfect introduction to programming languages. Instead of typing codes, users can simply lift blocks and put them in the script. It is very easy to understand and can be downloaded for free from scratch.mit.edu. Scratch will help students who are interested in programming languages. Through its easy GUI, students can easily understand the nuances of programming. There is a lot of experimenting that the students can do on Scratch. From animation to games to projects, there's a lot available on Scratch. Sprite. Sprite is the animated creature that performs all the actions on the stage area. From the sprite to perform functions, you need to enter blocks in the scripts area. You drag blocks from the blocks palette and drop them in the code. When you click on the group of blocks, the sprite performs the actions mentioned in the blocks. The cat is the default sprite character. You have many options from which you can choose your own sprite. Costumes tab. There are two inbuilt costumes, Costume 1 and Costume 2 of the sprite cat. Select any of them with a single click and return to the Code tab. Under the Costumes tab, there are costumes for the sprite available. Choose Sprite from Library. When you click on this, a Costume Library window pops up. There, you can scroll through the options and select your favorite sprite. Paint. When you click on this, the paint features open up. Now, you can draw your own sprite character. Upload sprite. Here, you can select any picture from the computer's storage and upload it on Scratch to make it your sprite character. Let's change the sprite from cat to dinosaur. From the costume library, select animals in the category. Now scroll through the list and select any dinosaur. If you want to resize the size of the sprite, click the size option and change the value. Sprite costumes list. Here you can see all the sprite characters that you have selected or drawn. Stage icon. Above the choose a backdrop, we have the stage icon. When we click on it, details of the backdrop appears. The backdrop tab opens and all the backdrop appear on the screen. We can import any backdrop by clicking on it. Stage backdrop. In the bottom right corner, you will find the new backdrop segment. Opening it to you will find that there are 4 different icons. This segment is for the background of the stage area behind the sprite. Sprite info. Below the stage, there's a section where all the used sprites are visible. The sprite info pane will also appear in the same region. XY coordinates. Every point on the stage is represented in the form of X and Y. The X and Y coordinates show the position of the sprite on the stage in the form of graph numbers. Direction. Here we determine which way the sprite will face. Mention the degree of angle to set the direction. 0 degree is equal to up, 90 degree is equal to right, 180 degree is equal to down, minus 90 degree is equal to left. By default, the sprite is always right facing, which means the direction is preset as 90 degrees. How does the sprite speak? You can make the sprite speak the words that will appear in a bubble on the screen. Here, we are not talking about sounds. We are talking about words which you can see on the stage written inside bubbles. Click on the Looks group from the Blocks menu. Drag the block to the Scripts area. Click on it. You can see that the sprite is saying hello. Now from the Motions group, drag and above the click multiple times on the script. The sprite along with the text hello will move in a circle. The block will move the sprite by 10 steps and the block will rotate the sprite by 15 degrees. How to straighten the sprite? Now we need to straighten the sprite back to its original position. Go to the area below the stage. See the direction part in the sprite info pane. Due to the rotation, the direction has been set at 165 degrees. Mention 90 in the space to straighten the sprite. How to delete the script? If you want to delete the entire script at the same time, drag the top block of the script back to the blocks palette. You will find that the entire script gets dragged. Yes, that's right. When you drag the top block, the entire script is dragged along with it. But if you drag the bottom block, the rest will stay where they are. You can also right-click on the block and click on Delete Block. This will delete whatever block was clicked. How to work with 2 sprites? Now, let's work with multiple sprites at the same time. Select the cat sprite and delete it. Go to Choose a sprite and select a sprite from Library. Select a sprite that looks like a teacher. Select a fairy to get it on stage. Now again go to Choose a sprite and select a sprite from Library. Select a sprite that looks like a dancer. Select Champ 99 to get it on stage. Below the stage, there are 2 thumbnails of both the sprites. Here you can see that the Very sprite is selected. This means that the sprite that you will now write will be for the Very sprite. If you want to write the script for Champ 99, select its thumbnail and then drag the blocks. Script. Let's do a quick role play. This scene is about a small conversation between a teacher and a student. A Very. Move 10 steps ahead. Where are you going, boy? For 2 seconds. Wait for 2 seconds. Champ 99 steps back and goes to x is equal to 155, y is equal to 55. I was going to the library, ma'am. For 2 seconds. Wait for 4 seconds. A Very thinking. Why isn't he carrying his library card with him? For 2 seconds. A Very. Which book are you planning to read? For 2 seconds. Wait for 2 seconds. Champ 99. I'm thinking of a book from the Harry Potter series, ma'am. For 2 seconds. Wait for 2 seconds. A Very. Do you know who is the author of that book? For 2 seconds. Champ 99. Yes, ma'am. J.K. Rowling. For 2 seconds. You will find this block in the events group. When you write scripts for both the sprites, you cannot click both of them at the same time. Therefore, you use this option. This will play scripts of both the sprites when you click on the green flag above the stage area. You will find this block in the motion group. This block gives a small break to the sprite before moving on to the next block. This is useful in scripts where you have to prepare a conversation. You can edit the number and add your own waiting time period. This block is also located in the looks group. This block will open a word box with text near the sprite. You can edit the text to suit your program. The box contains the words that the sprite will speak. You can change the duration as well as the content of the box. You will find this block in the looks group. It opens a thinking box with text on the stage near the sprite. You can edit the text to suit your program. This box appears on the stage for 2 seconds. However, you can change the time as well as the content of the box. This will move the sprite 10 steps forward in the direction where the sprite is facing. You will find this block in the motion group. You will find this block in the motion group. We have already told you that every point on the stage is written in the form of x and y coordinates. Entering this block will move the sprite to a position whose x and y coordinates and 155 and 55. Obviously, you will have to edit the x and y coordinates. How to create motions in repeat. Now let's learn how to make the Champ 99 dance. Delete any sprite that is present on the stage. Go to Choose a Sprite and select a sprite from Library. Select Champ 99 from the window. The Champ 99 will appear on the stage. Click on Costumes tab to see how many costumes this sprite has. It has 7 costumes. We need to make it dance. For that, the sprite should change costumes very fast so that it looks as if it is dancing. Find from the Looks group and drag it to the Scripts area. Now, it should move a little so that it looks as if the sprite is dancing. Otherwise, it would appear that it is simply changing its form. Drag to the Scripts area from the Motion group. The changing of costumes should be very quick so that it looks as if the character is dancing. So, the wait time needs to be very small. Drag the block from the Control group. change the number from 1 second to 0.1 second. Now it is ready to dance, but we also need to ensure that it will dance inside the stage. Because if this is not done, then the sprite will very soon dance itself out of the stage. Find the block from the motion group and drag it below the wait 0.1 second block. Now the script is almost complete, but you need to ensure it is on repeat so that after one turn, it again does not require your clicking. Drag from the control group and change the repeat from 10 to 30. Finally, put on top of the script. You will find it in the events group. The final script will look like this. Revise with TUK. Scratch is a programming language for children which helps them make projects, animations, and games. The sprite is the central character of the Scratch program, which performs the steps entered by the user on Scratch program. Cat is the default sprite character. Scratch program contains blocks of instructions where, instead of codes, students can simply move the blocks to perform the programming. Every point on the stage is represented in terms of X and Y coordinates. The X and Y coordinates show the position of the sprite on the stage in the form of X and Y.